You hear me? Yeah, there we go.
Yelam like you like you force that I must have gone and less than best I do next to be a mask and Kadama West last year's the mighty I step out doing press men you know? Ha.
Yo.
The matter man. Them can't do a thing. Cash up state. Them feel like say I do it in vain. I'm lock, the ruler, king. Yeah, take a look at my life. Show them no know me cry a river sometime. Take a look at my time. Even if you was the sun, you couldn't stop my
You couldn't stand my
Take a look at
shine.
my life. Show them no know me cry a river sometime.
River
Take a look at my
sometime.
time. Even if you was the sun, you couldn't stop my
You couldn't stop my shine.
Give me a this car, show. I'm me and he go span the road. They palm me peace, they palm me cure. And even though it's slow, still the glory flow. I still not know enough, still not grow enough. Nigga sing me yo. Take a look at my life. Show them not know me cry a river sometime. Take a look at my time. Even if you was the sun, you couldn't stop my shine.
Shout out to everybody in the building. We about to get started. Man. We about to get started on this. You know. Let me take this timer off real quick. Make sure I share the live out. We gonna do Epstein's files again. We going through the files again. See, the last live, I didn't get through the whole 500. I think I did about 2 something. So we're going to finish it up. We're going to get into some of these audios, you know. There's a lot of audio, tapes, you know. There's going to be some, couple photos. You'll be like, whoa, you know. You got time in the building. Make sure y'all like this, share this video out. Double tap the screen to like the live. Show support. If you want to become a member, it's only $1. And let's get into it, man. Jeffrey Epstein. This is nasty work, bro. We won't get into the photos, though. Let's get it. This is Maxwell. I don't know where this at, because some of the photos, they don't tell you exactly where. When. But you'll see a whole bunch of random photos of Epstein and other people. You might see Clinton in there. You might see Chris Tucker. You might see Michael Jackson in there. You might see Diana Ross in there. You might see Mick Jagger in there. You might see a whole bunch of photos with random people. And if y'all know some of the people that y'all see in these photos, let me know in the comment section, because a lot of these people, I don't even know who they are. But let's keep it going, man. So this is Maxwell. So I get familiar. I don't know if this is artwork or that's like a tunnel. It could be some artwork though, but it looks like a tunnel though, for real. It looks like a tunnel. These are just photos of Epstein properties. It could be the island. It could be the Florida mansion. It could be anywhere. They're just showing you pictures of his house and how it was set up. Like, it was nice and luxurious too. That's Epstein again. More photos of Epstein and Maxwell. I thought that was taken from a drone. Like, what is that? Or a helicopter. Indigo. I was saying that I ain't want to say it though, but I ain't want to say it. But yeah, that's what the first time I seen. That's what I was thinking too. I'm gonna go back. Let me go back to it real quick. Someone in the comments said it's a portal, to another dimension. This is crazy though, and it's like, it looks like It could be tricked as artwork, but I know for a fact it's not. Like you probably can walk down that tunnel. Like that probably would creep me out if I seen that. You know. Currently, I think she's currently still in prison. So I think they gave her 20 years. This lady right here, her name is Maxwell. Let's get back to it. Okay. Yeah, I know some of these people in these pictures. Just let me know. Let me know if you know any of these people. That's Epstein right there. It goes to another timeline. Mm. Okay. Remember, his island have a helipad. So if you see helicopters, it might be the island he's going into from, but his island did have a helipad. This is at Georgetown, CI. Wait, Georgetown, ain't that Cayman Islands? That's where my father from. Georgetown is, I think it's Cayman Islands. That's definitely where my father is from. Um, okay. More Epstein photos. He on boats. Like his whole life was documented. Everything that he did was documented. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Like who was this guy? Like who is this? I don't know who this is. I don't know who this guy is for real. If y'all watching the replay and y'all know who this guy is, let me know. But he had his shirt off with Epstein. Another girl there redacted. If you see a little black, the blank out, most of the like a lot of stuff was redacted. They're being unredacted, you know. Today they released a data sets 8. It had like 300 pages of more stuff, court papers and but that was like after, you know. So you see, Epstein had a lot of his friends were high powered. If y'all don't realize, a lot of his people, Epstein was a broker. He was in the financial sector and stuff. So a lot of his friends were high powered bankers, brokers, you know, lawyers, presidents, celebrities, actors. All his people were like high power elites. Some people you don't even know. Some of these people have been redacted too. You don't even see their face because they probably was an elite. He okay celebrated his birthday. Okay, okay. They on a plane, private. Okay, he has moves. Who is that? I don't know who that is either. Yeah, I don't know who that is either. There's a lot of like random photos of people. Um, wow. Damn. I think that's Maxwell again. Man boobs. Yeah, I know. Epstein was living his life, and he was, and I'm just surprised. Like, I'm not even surprised. I'm gonna say this: he's been doing this for so many like decades, and it took for 2025, literally 2026. That was the co-founder of Virgin. Virgin what? Virgin Atlantic, the airlines. Maxwell Epstein and others. Airlines and records. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Most of his people were high powered. They had status. They had money. You gotta look at Epstein finances. Epstein clients. Oh, both. Oh, okay. He owned the airline and the rep. Damn. If I look at Epstein's finances, right? When I was looking through it, he had two clients. His client, like his investment portfolio, was $460 million. $460 million. That's not even counting the properties, and other income that he had.
You're right. Cayman Islands.
Yeah, that was the 10 ounce, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so okay, dudes will sleep on the plane. Okay, you sleep on his little teddy bear. That
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
dude had a little
Grown ass,
teddy bear.
grown ass man sleeping with a teddy bear.
They probably
Crazy.
just got done. They probably just got done with their whatever they was doing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That no good old.
Just keep
That
it
no
going.
nice. That no. Mm-hmm.
Okay, they had the
Check out
target.
look at
They was at the range. Hold on. They was at the
mm-hmm.
range. Okay. It's probably in so they don't tell you like where they be like,
Mm-hmm.
we got we gotta like figure it out ourselves.
Mm. Well,
Okay.
shit. Actually, this the Epstein files, man. So you already, you know, it's Epstein files, y'all. Some of this y'all know, some of this y'all don't know. That's what we showing.
Okay, let's go right here.
You
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Wish you like the live for me. Share it out for me.
know, roll to a mill media, man. Jeffrey Epstein files. Cuz got this man turning in his grave.
Get a little party hat on. Okay.
Yeah, cuz demon time.
You can tell, right? Like a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
files, like
Mm-hmm.
When I say he documented his whole like all his crimes,
Escapades.
yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. They love recording, you know. That man,
Who's
they
this old
love
guy right here?
record.
Who's this old guy right here? I don't know who that is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know who that is right there. Sexapades. All that money they could even buy them. Or they didn't have Just for Men back then. I forgot.
Mm,
They probably didn't even had the implant. They all that money they couldn't even get. They couldn't even get a headline or something. Dang.
I know
Do
that.
you do you realize all these guys too?
Hmm.
That is Walter Cronkite. Who is that? Let me look it up.
Oh yes, he familiar. I heard of that name before. Walter Cronkite. I forgot his occupation, but I've heard that name before. Hmm. Many times, not just once. Hmm.
Let me look him up real quick. Walter. Let me look him up real quick.
Google, Google, and YouTube definitely know who Walter Cronkite is. Hmm.
Oh,
They
okay. He
do.
passed away. He passed away in '09. He's a famous journalist. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. See, they got it online. Him chatting with he died from a cerebral vascular disease. Dang. Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the old
That's
guy
it.
right there, the one with the
Yes.
yeah, that's him right there. He's a they say he's the most trusted man in America.
So just imagine what he went to the grave with, you know? She,
Newscaster from the '60s. Oh, newscaster from the '60s. Oh, let's see if any more pop up.
yeah, because by the time he passed on, he probably was already retired before then, you know?
Yeah, he passed in '09. I said, I'm like, damn. I was like in high school in '09.
Now, we were in elementary, going to high school, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Because remember, sir, Michael Jackson passed away same year, you know?
Yeah, I was already in high school. Yeah, he passed away in that was '09, but that was like August. Michael passed. He passed in like August, I think.
Hmm. That's when we was about to go
Yeah,
to high school.
yeah, he was just about to go to high school. Yeah, just finished up middle school, about to start school. Yeah, he is the
Hmm.
OG news anchor. Okay, okay. This lady right here, this is Maxwell right here. This Maxwell right here. She's
Yeah.
currently still
Is
in.
she, it,
Let me look it up. I think she's currently still in prison right now too. Actually,
yeah, I was just about to ask you that because I heard you said it earlier, but I wasn't sure.
let me make sure. I think that's what they gave. They gave her 20 years, I believe. She served.
Mm.
They said she's serving a 20-year sentence in the U.S. after being convicted in 2021 for her role in trafficking and abusing young girls with financier Jeffrey Epstein. She's convicted child offender, found guilty of multiple felonies related to essay
She,
and began
yeah,
her sentence in 2020. Damn.
she's
She
done. She's
yeah,
cooked.
yeah, she could. She'll be out in 2040 something.
By then, she ready to, you know.
I mean, she's already old already. She was born in 1961. Yeah, so
Oh, she's done.
yeah, she's
Yeah,
out of here. So right now
safe
she's
travel.
63.
Hmm.
I think
All I
she
can say, all All we could say to that, cuz, is safe travels.
So right now
Amen.
she's 63 years old. And
Yeah.
yeah, someone in the comments was like, Indigo said, I think she's Epstein's handler. Yeah, she's Epstein. They was boyfriend and girlfriend at one point, but after a
Oh
while, he
wow.
started paying her. He had on payroll and all that stuff, and she actually was there for a lot of the stuff. Um, mute your mic, because if you moving around and shit. She was on what you call it. She handled a lot of the accounts in the house. Like she seen like people coming. Like she was there, so that's why she kind of like as an accomplice, because she was literally there with Epstein. And she listen. If you hear the audio tapes of her confessing, there's like 7 parts of her on audio transcripts, right? Interviews and everything. And she told it. She told it. I got a crazy question too. I'm like, what made Epstein this way? Like, who did this to Epstein, or who taught Epstein, this? Unless, this was just a thing back then. But I ain't hear about nobody else before Epstein doing nothing this crazy before. That's actually been outed. Some people say, oh, some people try to throw Clyde Davis. They had speculation about Clyde Davis and but I don't know. They always say they trying to throw Clyde Davis, even with the whole Diddy thing. They're like, oh, Clyde Davis and all of them helped. Or they said she created him. What? She made Epstein the way how he is now? Wow.
I don't believe it. Mm-mm.
See, we don't see, the thing is, you can say that, but you wasn't even born them times. Like, this goes way back, way before our times. So we don't know. And like, we didn't really start hearing about Epstein until when? When the first time you hear about Jeffrey Epstein?
No, it's not, because you have to remember though, it's not just about even though we're just talking about Jeffrey Epstein, you have to remember this is an ongoing thing. This was already an ongoing thing. They're following certain methods from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? When you're rich and you have um sexual perversions, when you're wealthy and you have you're gonna indulge in all types of things, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah,
can be
but
rich.
someone just don't wake up. Someone just don't wake up and just get an island and get a whole bunch of property and just start, doing this. It's like someone had to be there to, like, that's what I'm saying.
Steps.
But someone in the comments, Indigo said that she created him. She is the mastermind of this.
Hey, everyone. Hey, I'm not disagreeing, but I'm also not agreeing, because it's more than just Jeffrey Epstein. It's more than just
Yeah,
Diddy.
but we never
It's
heard of
more than
nobody
just
besides Jeffrey Epstein. So
because it's not because wickedness dwells in high places.
he's
Come
not the
on.
only rich. He's not the only rich person, though. Do you understand that, though? He was not the
That's
only
what
one
I'm
that was
saying.
rich. He was not the only one that was rich around. It was just that he did it at the highest level. Like
Mm-hmm.
he did it at the highest level. If you look at his finances,
And
look
got
at his finances.
reported. Mm-hmm.
$800 and something million. Talking about a year in stocks, property, the island, and it was two. It was 2 parts of the island. It was the part A and part B. One was worth 86 million, and one was 22 million. Indigo said, check out Nickelodeon's logo. It is the Epstein Island. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Big up. Hey, who said that again?
Check the comments. Indigo. Nickelodeon's I see. I didn't even realize, but I know all these logos on
Big up
music.
yourself, Indigo. Yes, he's not lying because oh man, we don't. I don't want to get too off subject, but oh man, the Amanda Show, all that. Oh man, the iCarly. Man,
It's the shape of the
that's a,
island. Let me see. Okay, Nickelodeon's logo. Damn, I wasn't really paying attention. This is a crazy thing. I was not paying attention to this stuff when I was younger, like the Nickelodeon.
because we didn't. Yeah, because we
I
never
was
thought
not
that
paying
that's what they were
attention.
doing. You know.
I didn't think nothing of the Nickelodeon logo. I'm just thinking they just splashed something and just put Nickelodeon on. I thought it
Yeah,
was a that arc or something. They just stole it. They just put Nickelodeon on there. I ain't think, but I'm looking at it right now, and I ain't gonna lie. It's an island. It's the shape of an island.
it looked like a
Epstein.
blueprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
hmm And then what's the
Nickelodeon.
coincidence? What's the
Mm-hmm.
coincidence that some of the directors, which by the way, people check out the documentary on Netflix about Nickelodeon. Yeah, what's the irony that the shape of Nickelodeon is a Jeffrey Epstein thing, and not only that, some of the people that worked at Nickelodeon were also into children.
Oh, I see it. Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I
Think-
see it.
you know.
It's on Instagram. It look. Yeah, it's
hmm
the island. Yeah, it's
hmm
the island.
it's sickening. It's sickening. A lot of subliminals, a lot of hidden. You know, even in the episodes. Some of the episodes now, coming to think about it, even watching different, you know what I'm saying, iCarly and stuff, and they didn't do it with all the shows, but some of the shows, the episodes were weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, why this guy is into kids' feet so much? Oh my god! You know what I'm saying? Like certain episodes is weird now. Come to think about it, very. hmm Not only that, but also, um, what's the name? The main character in some of the show, iCarly, she got saved from different stuff, but man, it was a lot of weird perversions at Nickelodeon, man. Yeah. Then the Drake and Josh situation, all
Shout
that.
out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you like the live. I don't know what this picture is. This dude. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what's going on in this picture, but
we probably don't want to know.
I remember the background of this photo though, because one of the photos that I did look at, this is some part of like I don't know if this is the island, but I did see the background, one of the photos. So this is how I
Yes.
know it was in that room when he was in, but it was just a regular room. But
Mm. he looked
it's
like
all a lot of photos. It's 500 and something photos on here, man. Oh, they got two of these. Okay, let me see. They have a close up. So what is this supposed to be? What is this supposed to be?
you know what
To
it
hide,
is?
to hide his identity?
No, 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 no. Those hot towel treatments, remember? They like to go on different trips and luxurious treatments. That is an actual luxurious treatment. That's a
Oh,
hot towel on his face. Yeah,
I ain't,
it's
I ain't
almost
gonna,
like you.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not even Jack. I'm not going. What's the name of that? You know why? I know that. You know, we all know what a hot treatment is, right? This is
You don't
next
have to. I'm
level.
just saying that's what they be doing.
Hold on. No, this is next level, right? He got a
hmm
towel on his face, right? And then he got another
hmm
towel over his body. I'm gonna keep it going
The
though,
same,
but
the same cat that get the same. That I don't put it back. The same cat. Everything goes on with correlation. You know, the same cat that was paying underage females to pay for them to give him secret massages. I'm like, so that's exactly what that is, right
yeah,
there, right?
that
That's a
was in the transcript too. A lot of, if y'all read the transcript,
yeah.
and I read some of them too, a lot of them girls explained actually they explained everything. Like they felt uncomfortable. He kept complimenting them to come close, give him a massage. That he was paying for a massage and all that stuff. It's like
hmm
This
Well,
okay. Indigo said Ellen. I don't know who that is. Ellen was that
the
Ellen DeGeneres
she yeah.
set is the mansion of the set is the mansion of the Epstein Island that is grooming.
Ye- Yeah, Ellen is she's a host. She has her own show. She's like a comedian slash show host. She has her own show, and she's also into the
Oh, okay.
same the same sex. Oh yeah.
Okay, so that was Epstein okay, you see his face. Okay. He had that mask. Yo, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. See, it ain't nothing to look too deep into. That's just him being bougie.
Nah, yeah, it could have been a meaning that we just don't know about, you know. But we
Yeah.
did see the we did see the mask in his face, so I feel attack from that. He did have the little
Yeah,
mask.
yo, they look like they just got finished. Yo, that's crazy. What the? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is nasty work, man. Oh, you I just see what I thought I just saw. Oh
I'm like that boy
no,
had the
bro.
bogey. He had a bogey of the towel, like what? What?
Yo, man boobs.
Is that Clinton?
Yo. Nah, that's not good. Nah, that's
I'm
not
about to
good.
say
That's
they
not
all
good.
all
Nah.
look alike.
I don't put it past him though,
Okay,
but nah,
okay,
I know
okay.
what
Now I
Clinton look like.
understand. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Now I understand. Right? Ellen. She talking about
Hmm.
Ellen off the talk show. The host can be
Yeah.
okay. I don't know if you're talking about Ellen. You know
Mm-mm.
I'm not. You know what I haven't seen in the files though. I haven't seen no Oprah though. I ain't seen nothing about Oprah in these files though. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing. Not
Everything.
one photo, nothing.
Hmm. You
Unless
wanna
she
know
is in
why,
there
cuz?
because she's redacted.
No. And here's the thing. She probably here's the thing. Even though you don't see her, cuz, doesn't mean that she wasn't there. This is what I'm saying. Not everybody is exposed.
Nah, no, bro. Everybody, yo, it's five. This set right here, this is data three. This is data set three. There is 8 of them. Everybody's in there. Calls, pictures, all that. Probably just didn't even get to know. Probably some, but you gotta remember, a lot of the photos that we did see in the last live, that was with the first 200. Some of them were redacted. You couldn't see their faces, so we don't know who's who. And reminder, this is back in 2003, 4, 5. You know,
Need to go say a lot of move pics. For real, Dude, man had the
so
towel wrapped around him like a
this must be a
where.
birthday or something. I don't know. Another party. Another party. I don't know what. Okay.
I'm trying to
Oh,
look like
this
you,
what I'm about to
Epstein.
say too. Do you realize that a lot of them have the pinky ring on? Epstein,
Mm-hmm.
they had that nice gold. I don't know if that was a thing back then. They all have a pinky ring on. The
Mm-hmm.
same kind of pinky ring, and they flex it too for the camera so they can see that they have a. It's a lot of man. Yeah, a lot of you know.
Too many moves for
Do you
too
know who
many
this is?
moves for one night.
Oh, it's
Who
crazy how
this?
he's standing. It's crazy how he's standing underneath the moon, and then his necklace is a moon.
Subliminal. I mean,
Could
eh,
be, could be.
eh,
I'm gonna bypass it though. I'm gonna bypass it though.
yeah, because I'm telling you, a lot of them, they doing what they doing because they have the money to spend to do it. Not even it doesn't even
Hey,
have a lot of stuff.
that pinky ring
Yeah,
holds adrenochrome in it.
Yes, it is. I'm glad somebody said it. I'm glad Indigo said it. Yeah, yeah, well, I wanted to say it in a different way, but you know what I'm saying. I don't want them knocking at nobody's door. So you feel me?
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you something too. When I finish I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm gonna show you the picture
Mhm.
where you could be like, all right, it's true. Because there is, remember I told you there's that picture? It's usually
Yes.
red or burnt orange. Do you remember that picture? And I put it, I think I have it in a thumbnail. You see that picture on the thumbnail on this live where Epstein was
Hmm.
outside, when Epstein was on the balcony and they blanked out the girls' faces and they was on their knees praying like they were to do some type of like, ritual or
Hmm.
something.
Hmm.
But
Which
there's only certain
oftentimes
people
they
that
do.
do. No problem, Nico. I seen it when I saw they released all the files. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely hitting the button on this one. I'm definitely
IDs,
too. I'm like,
uh, socials get taken, IDs get taken. You know, phones get took. Well, now in the nowadays times, all of that get taken and phone. But back in those times, you know what I'm saying? When there was no touch phones, you know what I'm saying? IDs get taken, socials get taken. Gotta sign the NDA. You know, make sure you don't say nothing when you
I think
leave
she got a
here.
ring on too. You see her
Probably.
finger? I think she got a
She
ring.
probably do. Zoom in real quick. Let me see.
I'm trying to. What photo?
If
47. Okay. Can I zoom in?
hard drives. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is very much so history, and that's
Yep.
what I'm
She has
saying.
a ring on.
Cause like, uh-huh. That's what I'm saying. Cause like, and to believe it or not, too, the cult is funded. It's funded. It's not just funded by Epstein. It's funded. You know what I'm saying? The real faces that the faces that we see that we know is the front mans. You feel me? People that's already famous and you know that's the front man. You understand me? There's people behind the scenes that's in the same group that you probably ain't gonna never hear their name. That's in the same group or that was in the same group with Epstein and all of them. You know, wickedness dwells in high places. Sick, devious things dwells in high places. Where they at? Where Diddy was at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And remember, Diddy had that tunnel in his basement that went to the what's name. And what's so crazy? And I'm gonna say this too. I think like the new age right now of like with them doing this is like what
Hmm.
the other guys are doing with Diddy doing them parties. They also put it on a
Yes.
necklace. Remember that dude that had that necklace just now? And he had the moon on his necklace.
Yes.
And she just said they also put on a necklace. Yeah, I be seeing it. You don't really see it that much, but you see a lot of high people. I think a lot of them people that was redacted in the files too, also that they didn't want us to
Hmm.
see. It's probably people of high power, of high position that actually probably coldly. You never know
Hmm.
who them faces was like. They could have been really like high
Thank,
power. It could have been the elites there too. They're taking pictures of, and then they like, yo, don't put us in there.
thank you.
And really and truly,
Thank you. Because
if they was
I
in the
was
court,
waiting for you to say that. Thank you.
yeah, I
I
think
was
so.
waiting for you to say that.
I think the elites was the one that's getting redacted out them photos. They was there. They was in there. They
Hmm.
didn't want their photos because they didn't want us to know who they are. Because they know they'll
Thank
start getting
you.
conspiracy videos on them, and people start putting two and two. Like, wait, where you come from? Where this guy come from? Or who this guy? And they start going into background.
Hmm.
And one thing I said
And
on the
then
other live,
yes.
one
Yes.
thing I said
What?
on
Yeah.
the other live too. One thing you gotta look at all
Hmm.
these people too with high power. When you type their name in, just look at their net worth, how much they worth. Millions of dollars, billionaires.
Thank you. Cause
Let's see. Um,
thank you. Thank you. You helping me. We uncovering more files, and while we're uncovering more files, you're helping me prove the point. I just wanted to be careful what I was saying on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Everything what you're saying is the meaning of what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that's redacted. A lot of people that he's standing next to that's taking pictures with him, redacted. You know? Why are there so much redaction? Wickedness built in
Indigo
high
said
places.
she said she looks good for being 63. These photos were taken back then though. These photos are not like updated. I don't know how she look. I think I just saw a picture of her. She don't look 63 for real.
Mm.
But I did look up that word that Indigo put in there. I actually gonna research on that. The occult. It's a book called Compendium of the Occult.
Yes.
I never heard of it, but I've seen these signs before, and like I have an aunt that's really into all of this, and I'm gonna ask her because I did read a lot of books, but I don't think I've seen this one yet. Knowledge of paranormal, the knowledge of the measurement. Oh,
I remember
okay.
one.
So the occult,
Yeah.
the occult from a Latin word, occult, lit, hidden, or secret. Yeah.
Yes.
In the Bible, occult refers to hidden or secret practices seeking supernatural knowledge, power outside God, explicitly forbidden and linked to demonic forces, including witchcraft, fortune telling, sorcery, astrology, mediumship, and consulting the dead. Considered. Wow.
Yes. All of this is called in Jamaica, cause all of this is called obia.
Yeah, they just call it obia. Yeah, we just call it obia. Well,
You know what I'm
witchcraft
saying?
and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's all the same. It's the they just, but
All this
it's kind of
is.
it's the same, but people do it to different levels because you got like let's just say like this fortune telling. You know how you have them fortune tellers and all them. They be having on them little places where you can go get your
Mm-hmm.
fortune told and all that stuff. Like that's a part of it, and they wear a lot of secret symbols. But I've seen some of them symbols before. Like I'm not gonna even the moon. I seen people wear that like on their like body. I seen people
Yeah.
especially on the internet on Instagram. I see people like have it on and they be practicing it. Necromancy, yup, all of
Work.
that.
Necromancy. Yes. 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 Yo, Indigo. Yo, thank you. Oh my God. I love. This person is on point. She's on point. She knows her shit. She knows her stuff. Oh man, yes. Necromancy is also a practice, a forbidden practice, and that's the necromancy is dealing with the dead. You know what I'm saying? You got the book of the dead, all of it. Mhm.
I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie. When I was younger, I
Mhm.
read a book, right? I just sit there and read like a whole bunch of books about it. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I was about to lose my damn mind. I'm not gonna hold you. Plus I was smoking a lot of weed too and reading it. I was like, yeah, I gotta chill out. I gotta
Mhm.
chill while I
You
lose
will go
myself.
deep.
Yeah.
Not only lose yourself, cause you will go deeper into the rabbit hole and find yourself like, yo, I know so much. Like, yo, you'll be paranoid by the knowledge that you find out, and you're goodly all you don't want to jump off. Some of these books, they're liable to have you jump off the deep end. Like
Yeah.
you see that 01 code book, don't read it. It's just a bunch of
I
numbers
know
saying it.
someone that I know someone that actually read it and actually went crazy. He went crazy and ended
Mm-hmm.
up in and I ain't gonna say who it is, but
Don't
but
have to.
I, s- I knew someone, I knew him, right? As a kid, I knew him. I remember he used to practice, and I remember he used to sit there and read them. And I heard one time, somebody called me and told me, was like, you remember what's name? I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, he ended up in the hospital. He kept, and I used to research it too. And that's why I had to take a break because I feel like I was like, I was getting paranoid sometimes. Like, damn, I was getting too paranoid. Like, let me take a little break. Especially when I was smoking, I was smoking. Smoking probably gets you paranoid too. Then you reading all of this stuff, and then
Yeah.
you like, dang. But
Cause
these guys,
you got the good draw in your system and you digging into the rabbit hole. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah,
yo, I was
cause
like, yo, I had to call somebody on the
yeah,
phone. I'm like, yo, let me
yeah.
call somebody. Yo, but this stuff, like Yeah, I mean, yo, I had to call somebody. I had to take a break. That's what I'm trying to like. I try to bypass it now. Like I don't. But Epstein, he had to get. He
Mhm.
have to. Had to go through. I already knew them dudes be on it, and the signs be in our face all the time. And like,
Mhm.
let me keep it going though.
Speak on
Let's
it.
see if anything else.
Speak on
Yeah.
it. Speak on it, cuz. Speak on it. Hey,
Like these
Indigo.
dudes,
Thank you. Keep any more information you know, send it. Any more chime in, send it. 'Cause
mhm.
she knows her. She knows her stuff too. This is the stuff that people are afraid to talk about. Yeah. They get all they get all weird and superstitious and shit. No, 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 no.
Let me say this, and also too is like a lot of they said okay they also said it's in the Bible too. I ain't even peep, but it's in this is in Corinthians. But if you ever read the book of Deuteronomy, I read that too. I should read the book of Deuteronomy and Revelation. And the thing is with them, they like this stuff. That's why a lot of people like don't be having religion. They be like they don't believe in. A lot of them practice like, and then this stuff be like people worship like different things. You got some people that worship the moon. You got some people that
Mm-hmm.
worship the sun. You got people that worship like some people do different type of like you know things to like to open up a. And I see the thing is I ain't want to get into the Christian like religion and stuff. And it's like even with them too, like I don't got nothing against
Matter of fact,
Christians too.
cuz you ain't even got to get. Let's get into the indigenous tribes. The indigenous tribes,
I
and this falls in right into the indigenous tribes. Not in a negative way though, but this falls right into the indigenous tribes because a lot of not a lot, but quite a few indigenous tribes. If you ask them who they worship or anything like any good deed happened, like say they've been waiting for the rain, so they need their crops to grow. Oh, the God of the rain help us. They would do this. They would do this. You know what I'm saying? They would do this. So they worship the the is that creation?
yeah, the creation, yeah.
Yes, yes, that's what they do. Yes, yes. Especially the indigenous tribes. The indigenous tribes worships the creator. They're very thankful. Like they like you see like how you say thank God for every single. They'll thank everything in specific, like the sun god, the rain god, the god, young god and goddesses, and yeah, there are a lot of indigenous. And if you look at some of the indigenous tribes drawings and some that they left in different, even in the pyramids and caves, and you would see how they worship because they had a lot of it drawn or written down, documented, you know. So yeah, and this was their daily practice.
You ever think about this too? Like a lot of religions do it, but they don't really. Some of them, I don't think they really know what they're doing because a lot of religions been altered and But like even
Yes.
let's say Christians like churches when they be gathering all them people in there and close the doors and they be singing and what's the name. I used to go to church when I was younger, right? And I used to see a whole bunch of stuff go down in the church, like when they be in there singing, they start singing. He said he was wearing red shoes. I didn't even peep that.
Oh, yeah, I just seen the. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Let me finish
This
what
is
I'm saying,
nasty
right?
work.
So let me finish what I'm saying, right? So when you in the a lot of especially when you in church and like they be in there, they be singing, they be praying or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they speak in tongues, no one knows what language that is. Like I've asked many people what language they don't even know what it is. That's just a random. So you know what I say? All that frequency in the church, and I keep telling people too about this. Like all the frequency. You ever been inside of a church when it's like 50 people, um, chanting at one time? Do you ever feel
Yo,
like the
I'm not
power
gonna
being
lie.
inside?
You,
Hold
you
on. Do you
touching
ever
on something.
Do you ever feel the power that be inside of a church where all that energy is in one place and then they be praying? Some people just pass out. You ever see them in there passing out randomly? I've seen a lot of stuff. Like, yo, they'll walk past and they will just pass out, hit the ground,
Mhm.
you know? And it's like, I asked my grandmother, my grandmother's Christian for like 50 years. And she don't even know what language it is. I'm like, what language are you speaking when you're speaking tongues? She was like, that's the God's holy tongue. That's what they will say.
That is
But no one knows
this.
what
It's
language it is.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be from my understanding. It's supposed to be ancient Hebrew language.
If it
What?
was
Because that's
Hebrew language, they would say it's Hebrew. I read some of the Hebrew Bible to be real. I read both Bibles and compared them. But if you ask them, right, they ain't gonna say it's Hebrew though. That's the crazy part. They ain't no one ask a Christian what language they speak. Arabic. I don't know if I said that right. Arabic, right?
Arabic. Yes.
Um, but I never heard nobody say this Arabic either.
Because they didn't know. A
Yes,
lot
but
of people that say they
how you speak a language out of nowhere that you don't know?
because some people actually study the religion and some people actually is following what they hear their preacher
Listen, I know
doing.
someone that went to church, right? This I'm saying. You're not this is you not. I've been to church many times, cuz a lot. Like a lot. Ask anybody in there what language it is. They not gonna tell you. They don't know.
'Cause them
They not gonna
don't
say they don't know.
them don't
Because you just can't
them a
randomly
follow
start
them
speaking. You can't just start randomly speaking Arabic, man. Come on.
them a follow the preacher. And the
Yes,
preacher
but,
them a
but, but,
follow.
but the thing is, though, it's not just the pastor, right? It's the people in the crowd also. You ever been in a church when it's like 10, 15 people catching the Holy Spirit at one time?
Yeah,
After
it's
they get
very
away
a
all
weird.
that power,
It's a
and it's
very
always
strange. It's something strange to see. I'm not gonna hold you to me. It's something from a. I'm like, wait, hold on. Why? Okay, if we talking about God, at one point I was in. I was this was little, and even then I noticed how the energy would change. Like it'd be uplifting, cheering, and singing and worshiping and praising. And then when it get to a certain mode, it start to get moody, and then from moody to chanting, a lot of chanting, and I'm like, whoa, what the level change? Whoa, what the energy change? Whoa, I'm at it even then. Out of whoa, that is the what spirit? I can't
that's what
the
she said. It's like Kundalini.
Kundalini spirit. Mm,
Never heard of that
I'm
before.
gonna I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look. Can you look that up real quick if possible?
Yeah, I got you. Let me look it up now. Okay, Kundalini spirit.
Om chanting. Ah, it's a form of Om chanting. Mm. Which is too a lot of the Om is a different type of Oms. To a lot of some of the Om chants are used for meditation too. Also, it's not always in a negative
Yes,
light.
but see the thing is, and this is the crazy part. They do it, but they don't know what they're awakening. They can be bringing in a spirit that they don't know. Because even when you look it up,
That
and
I agree with.
even yoga and
Yoga,
even
yes,
meditating. The thing is,
yes.
the difference is right when they do it, and like when when witches do it and all that stuff, they do it in a form of a circle, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes they don't need the circle because when you're in church, they already in there. They just gotta just generate the frequency there to make it go to the cross. So it's like if you in there, right? If the church packed, you ever see that they close the doors? You ever been in a big church and you see them close the doors and they be kind of faking like they guarding the doors, but they're not really guarding it, but these people
Guarding the
standing right
doors.
up there.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever see that? You ever
Yeah.
see like they go to the door, or you ever see like every time you go, it's the same schedule. They do the
Uh-huh.
morning, then they do the prayer, then they do they read the hymn, and then they it's
So
the same thing over and
we about
over.
to get it's about to get
Then they
deep.
do.
I'm not gonna lie, cause it's about to get run. Yup.
I've never in my life, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been to church a lot of times. I have never in my life speak that many.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
used to be in there
Indigo,
looking
you
at them.
right. Dude.
I used to
I
be
ain't gonna lie, I used to want to run, but that's why I never liked. But see, this is why I never did something. I know who God is. I just never like going to church. I mean, I like go to church. Me even know, man, I like go to church because the energy shift is very weird. Very weird. The energy shift. You see what she just said? When you see the two doors closed, run. Yeah, enough time, my youth. Enough time. You ever felt? I don't know if you never felt it before. Enough time, my youth. When me used to there in that church, me want to run out of that. Cause me I say, hold on, y'all sure y'all worshiping God in here? The energy in here feel crazy. The energy in here feel weird. Yo, no. Y'all got something going on. this, this feel like the end of days in this church, bro. Like, nah, let me out. Nah, let me out. Nah, I don't care. I'm waiting the car. I'm in the car. No, man.
so this
And
one. All
then,
right, so let me finish this saying, right. The energy in
mm,
there is off. It be so much people in there, so much power being generated. It's the same thing at church. When you go to church, the same thing when a witch sit in a circle. And they do their chant. They light their candles. They do they set their stuff up, right? And they do
mm-hmm.
everything. You don't know what demon are you bringing in when they do that. They don't know who they bringing in. And I think that's why they kind of guard the doors. They don't want them going into it. They don't really
Okay.
want them to leave. So because when they generating the power, right? Same thing as like
Mm-hmm.
with a pyramid. If you go in the pyramid and did it, it's the same thing. You probably just need more people in a pyramid. You probably need a lot of people in there to generate the power. Even though the pyramid already have the power. But they just being there generating power and bringing in something. And the whole thing is even with the money, like the money, they're taking the bread, they collect offering 3 times, I believe, per
Yeah.
service. So it's like they take the money, you pay tithes. So you're basically paying them to what? So but I had this art, I tried to do it with my grandmother. She was not she yo, I got her mad.
Mm.
And now look at this.
The the Kalendamicus is a Kalendamic. It's a demon snake. That's what it is. The energy. Yo, evil, evil ties.
Evil ties.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why if you really notice too, some people they'll be preaching a doctrine and they don't know what they saying. Yeah, that's why they call it a doc. Yo, this shit. Mm-mm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Now we getting into it now. Yeah, because I wonder why the energy so off. And then what they do is they say this, oh no man, come at church, man. Get little blessing. Come at church, man, get little blessing.
That's how you
And
gotta
then
get them,
you know
right?
what I'm
That's how
saying?
you gotta get
Get
people.
little you know what I'm saying? But what type of blessing? You understand me? What type of blessing? You can't say come to church and get a blessing, man, but is you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yes, Indigo, yeah, Indigo telling us some
So
stuff.
this right here,
Yeah,
right? Now look at this one.
yeah.
Listen to the picture I want to show you. The thumbnail. This is Epstein. This is four, I believe, girls right here. They're
Whoa.
on their knees, right? And they're praying. It's like a basket in front of them, but that might be like an offering basket. They could be either offering sorority or fraternity. Oh,
Yep,
yeah, I never been in a
they
sorority
do.
or fraternity, so yeah. Yeah. And look, the offering basket right there, right? They could be offering their own blood. They could be offering an animal. They could be offering, anything. And really and truly, this probably like he was teaching them on the island. This is why they probably messed up now. And that's why they redact their faces and all stuff because they done studied so much stuff that, is this is some stuff from the old days too. Like even what Cuz was saying. Like a lot of this stuff is from the old days. Like a lot of these stuff that they incorporate with the religions now, they trying to like
It's a
switch it.
snake
I
basket. Yeah,
I saw a little
yeah.
video and they were saying that they trying to remember me and you talked about this cuz like years ago. They're trying to make
Uh-huh.
one religion. They're trying to make this one religion where everyone,
The
think
one
that's
world religion, one
yeah, like a
world,
one world
one
religion,
world.
one island.
Mhm.
That's like they were saying allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly that the future plans
Allegedly.
they're trying to make one planet, one island, one world, one religion, and they wanted to be controlled, um, where they can. It's like
Chrislam.
Chrislam. What's Chrislam?
Mm-hmm. No, 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 that Indigo. What's Chrislam? What is that? What is that again?
Hold on, let me look it up. I'm ready on my Chrislam is a religious movement primarily from Nigeria that blends elements of Christianity and Islam, aiming to find common ground and promote peace between the two faiths. Oh, I never heard of this one. That started in the
Mm-hmm.
1980s among the Wairobi people in Nigeria. Oh, the one word
What?
religion. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard of the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I heard of this.
Which
That
is
is
crazy
crazy.
because that's crazy because you see they follow the same order. I was just about to say that that's crazy because this stuff is really this stuff right here what we talking about, it all correlates, but it also shows you stuff that has been taken from our ancestors and used for bad. Even when you mention the pyramids, cuz it was our ancestors that helped build the pyramids, you understand me, and they used it for and they took it and you know what I'm saying, misconstrued it, rewrote stuff, rewrote a lot of stuff. Yes, and to mention the basket, the snake in the basket, and this even goes into correlation with music because if you think about it, remember the Cobra dance, remember when the man playing the music, and the snake is being hypnotized by the music that's playing out the flute,
Yeah,
the
the little flute.
cobra,
Yep. Hmm.
yeah. So you saw everything. Yo, the Nephilim built the pyramids. You see? Ah, actually, say, I know the first time me hear that too. I know the first time me hear that the Nephilim and the pyramids and how different stuff it correlates because a lot of this stuff too also correlate with different beings, you know what I'm saying, and deities and different things, it's deep. It's deep, cause it's deep. It's deep, cause and Indigo knows too. It's deep. It's sick, crazy. Shout out to Killer Priest, cause Killer Priest also talks about this too from Wu Tang. Yeah, big up Killer Priest. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, cause it get there. It get there. If it get, and they know that. That's why they do what they do. That's why they follow some of the practices. You understand me? Because right
Yeah.
now, because right now, one of the biggest thing in Jamaica now is using spells and scamming to get more money and gathering and them thing there. Yeah,
Well, we gotta be to be real. The whole the spells. I saw a- um a mage come out, and I actually saw it on
um,
somebody live. I'm gonna have to ask him. I saw it on his live. He played it. A mage came out and said like a lot of people they come to the mages for their blessings. It could either be money. They want somebody, they want power. They want money. They come to the mage, and the mage. You gotta go there. You do your stuff. I hear a lot of stuff even about Hollywood. I'm gonna say allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood, a lot of the parties, a lot of people came out on the parties, and they said that a friend invited them to a party. He went. It was all cool and everything. When he walked in, there were like a girl laying on a table butt naked, and because they for they for they stuff they use a lot of raw food. They don't cook the food. It'd be like a lot of like raw food, like sushi, like fish, and a lot of raw things they use. They had this girl laying on a table, butt naked, with the food on top of her. So you go grab your little cup or whatever. And one day he said that after that it was cool. He walked in, people was dancing and partying, no drinking. Um, he did say they took phones. If they took your phone, you put it like in a box or something. Um, he said like after the party they had an after party where you go into another part of the house, but it was like blocked off by like, so they was like guarding it. He got into the room, and he said he saw some things like he tried to get in the room, he couldn't get in the room, so his friend stayed in the house. So when he ended up leaving, actually because he didn't want to go in the back room, he saw like some like from the window, and he saw that shit. He saw it in Hollywood. He said he ran. They was trying to like give him a ride home, like drop him home and all that type of stuff, and all that type of things. And he said that he ended up like walking home, but he said like that wasn't like a Hollywood party, like some, like one of them like top of the line
Mm-hmm.
parties. Some of these parties that people be going to, you may go into them and you may not walk out the same because they go in there. You might run into a ritual. You might see some mages in there. They might take get a goat, just like how Jay-Z and Beyonce came to Jamaica and had the Baphomet on the bike, and then they was riding through the streets in the hood.
Yo.
They was riding through the hood and stuff with the
Yeah.
Baphomet on the bike, and they was just passing out money because they trying to get them. And that's what the same thing when they said like even though Epstein, I just show you the photo with Epstein, the kids was on their knees. There was even this is a whole bunch of stuff with a lot of things that be going on. And we don't be seeing it. It be in our logos, it be in the cartoons that these kids be watching. It be a lot of
Shows.
things, shows. It be a lot of like a lot of signs we miss. And these dudes can be like even with the whole Epstein. A lot of these guys been knew this stuff. I really and truly believe that Epstein must have did something they didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
His crew, in their little organization thingy, and it was time for him to get up out of here. And really and truly, he might not even be the biggest. The biggest probably still alive, or probably or probably
Of
in the nursing
course.
home.
Of
So
course.
the richest person that run the world, we don't even know who it is, but they have a building, and it has the richest person in the world runs everything from that one building. We don't know who it is, but so it could be somebody he talking to that's over him. He did something against them people, and it took them years to even be like, you know what? They could have fought back and like kept it on the wraps, but it was something that he did over the years that they used him, as you know, to keep their
Wickedness
secret.
dwells in high
That's
places.
and that fast forward. That's why he was in prison. They kept speculating that someone went in there and strangled him because So I don't know, man. It's crazy. The
It's
Elon
always
Musk
good to say, it's
and
always good to say you don't know, but at the same Elon Musk is the wealthiest man on the planet. Yeah,
yeah, he is.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but he is. But he's not. He's
yeah.
not. He's not the wealthiest. Because there's still somebody that runs the planet.
Hmm.
So that person, we don't know who it is or the group who it is, you know? So Elon Musk is the wealthy, but you gotta know money is kind of fake because really and truly, you can just go on the computer and put his account balance at $0 right now. They can just go there and put his balance at $0, like you ain't got no money. They don't even got enough money to even print how much money they don't even got that type of money. That's why when every time you put your money in the bank, it's recycled. If you put your $20 in the bank, it goes into the bank. Satan, the
That's
Luciferians, yeah.
exactly that's exactly who it is. That's exactly who it is, baby. That's exactly who. That's exactly who. That's exactly who. And I try
Yes,
to be nice on YouTube. Yep, 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 yep. hmm We
yeah.
we got a
So
song about this. We have we. I'm just not gonna say too much
yeah,
on that, but we got a song about this. Okay.
yeah. So like even she said the Satan and Luciferians, like, and it bring me back to the dude when you were in the red shoes. They walk among us
Yes, you see,
they walk
and
among us. They walk among us though every day, and we don't even know or see. We don't even see what's going on. We're so blinded. We watch all these TV shows. We watch all these like stuff that be going on. We got 1 minute they saying that all these robots now, all this AI, they're making shows where they go into different dimensions like Westworld. Not Westworld, Counterpart. If you get a chance in the go watch Counterpart. It's like some show. It was based in like I think the UK, and they was going to different times. Like if I was basically me, if I was to go to a certain building in the world, go to the basement,
yeah.
basically I can cross over to my future. You feel me? Just like how they building that thing, and I think it's in what state it is. It's like this big mirror where you can say you can see another part of the world through the same mirror somewhere else. So never watch a television. Yes, that's a
hmm
fact. Never watch a television. But really and truly the television is basically showing us what they're trying to do or what's being happened. We probably in it right now. We don't even know.
But
We
so
probably
it's not just that is the Cretan. Yeah, yeah, and you know what? It's some stuff that I also want to say about the television where a lot of people don't know. But I'm not gonna say it on. I'm gonna say it when we come off alive, cause that's gonna be too much for YouTube. Yeah, military uses too. But we gonna talk on that, cause when we get off alive, we gonna talk backstage. Yeah, there's a lot
all
about
this other
that.
stuff they're talking about, like even these all this aliens and all this other stuff they talking about, bro. Listen, they already have like all the stuff that we see, these little fake old TV shows, these fake movies and stuff, all that stuff they show us, they already have it. It's already out here already. We just don't see it. 2 years ago, they would say there was an alien attack. They was having images of aliens in people's backyards and all this type of crap. And you can see they had the footage and all this stuff. Like all that stuff is nothing new. These is probably the creatures probably come they crossing over. They crossing over and they coming to mess with us. And, and to go say
Mhm,
aliens or demons. That's a
mhm.
fact.
Yes,
And they,
because think about it. But why do they have Area 51 so heavily guarded?
why we can't go to
You know?
Antarctica?
Mhm,
Why we can't go to Antarctica with one plane and go there and you know and surf and go go through like and tour and all that stuff through Antarctica. It's protected because they said the other side of Antarctica is not even cold. It might be another side of the planet. We haven't even really and truly haven't been the planet that we see is not even the whole planet for real. It's not even the whole planet.
there's so much things. It's so much, and some of this is in the Bible too. It's so much things that is not even of of of. I'm not even gonna say what we think it is, but it is so much thing that is not that is beyond human level that we haven't seen. We know it's there, but we haven't seen. It's crazy. At least allegedly, it's crazy. It's crazy. you wouldn't even begin to we couldn't even begin to fathom what it looked like, what it could do, all of that. Yes, of course. Yes, and they have them frozen. How about this? And not only that, Indigo, they got them frozen. Yes, yes, yes. hmm You ever seen the movie Thing? Hmm. You ever seen the movie Thing?
I saw a
I'm
movie.
talking about.
It said a Nephilim is froze in Antarctica, and the crazy thing is, I saw a movie where they what did where did I see that at? And they were actually frozen and like behind the glass. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm gonna say this with even Antarctica, right? And even the Nephilims in it and all that stuff, right? This is what I'm gonna say. You see all these myths, all these the giants, the giants and all these other like stuff that we didn't see,
hmm
um, or they have pictures and drawings of. Like I believe all of them things are in Antarctica. A lot of these oceans that we haven't been through, we haven't been through all the oceans yet. We haven't surfed through all these oceans, so we don't know what's there, what's not there. And really and truly, like if we was to go surf, like even like Africa, they said certain parts of Africa, they said a lot of people said they seen mermaids or whatever. They say when they see a
hmm
mermaid, they not really as cute as people think they are when they draw them like in these little books and stuff. They
hmm
say like people saying that, oh, you see mermaids, you might lose your voice because these creatures was here thousands of years before us. We don't know what's out here for real. That's why a lot of people be going. Sometimes they go on these boats and they go on these cruise ships, and the shit just mysteriously turns over and sinks, and people just go
hmm
missing, and all this stuff.
Giants
That's
and
all
hybrids. Yep.
giants and hybrids. That's a fact. I just seen a video the other day. I watched that show called Sirens too. They actually have a show called Sirens.
That's
It's,
crazy. Yo,
I I
yeah,
seen it.
y'all both said that at the same time. Y'all both said that at the
No, no,
same time because.
no. She put in the comment, but she put in the comment. I seen it though, but I saw the show Sirens also. They called up the Mermaid Sirens,
hmm
but it's a show called Sirens. But like the other day, actually kind of fake saw a giant. I don't know what country it was. I don't know if it was in Nigeria or whatever, but these guys they looked at like they was like 7'5", seven four,
That's a tall.
five
That's a
hundred. I think
tall.
they had to been like 350, 400 pounds probably. They not
That's a
fat.
tall
They
sucker.
just stocky. They just stocky and they tall. They look
Muscular.
like some
Yeah.
giants. I'm gonna see if I can find the video. I don't know if I saved it, but I actually
Hey.
did see a video the other day with two of them. I don't know what country is from, what African country it is, but they were like 7 feet tall, 300, probably 500 pounds.
All muscle. All muscle.
They just muscle. They were just walking like they was like God. I don't know if it was like a prince or a king or whatever, but it was.
hmm
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but they kind of look like some giant. They look like they was giants, man. I think if I was to stand next to them, they would have two, probably
Yeah.
3, 4 feet on me, and I'm 6 feet. They probably like seven something, probably almost 8 feet. I feel like just off the
Yeah.
muscle alone, I think they make seven something. I don't think they seven on the dot. I think they seven something easily.
Which is, it's so crazy. Which is crazy because at one point in time, I could have literally called. Shout out to Batista. Shout out to Batista. Batista was one of them. He was a living giant. As a crazy because at one point Batista was 318 pounds, zero body fat, tall as a mother effer. Yeah. So if you really think about it, cuz if you really think about it, though, cuz
Yeah, but
that's
Batista's six
why.
four though, so you gotta understand. Batista is already 6'4". These guys ain't 6 feet.
Mm,
These guys is over 6 feet. Feel like they was like 7 feet tall. See if I can find the video real quick, but I don't know if I saved it. But if I find the video, I'm gonna post it because these guys,
So
when I seen them, what you say?
do you believe that? No, not to cut you. Do you believe that the giants were naturally created?
Oh shit, I don't know. I think they
Mm,
were just here before us. I think a lot of the stuff we don't know about the world because we haven't seen it or even you know been around. We don't know what's what. They could have been
because that's
created.
the
I don't,
motherland.
I don't. If they was created, then someone created them before us. Then somebody with power that used some type of power created them. They,
You don't
like I saw this.
you don't believe it's a higher being?
I saw this show. I was watching this show. Right, it's called House of David. Basically,
Hmm.
reacting to David from the Bible. Right,
Yeah, David and
when he
Goliath.
defeated
Yes,
the giant. He hit the giant with the little pebble. Right, and the giant fell.
the
In the show,
Watchers.
right?
Oh, okay. Yes, cuz they're Watchers. The Giants, cuz they're Watchers.
In the show, the giants, right?
Hmm.
They had a symbol on them, like a certain symbol. It was like a I'm gonna see if I can go back and find it. And I still think they out here now too, for real, the Giants.
They
But
are. They are.
they had a certain symbol on them, and they were created by something. And I think they were created by someone with power, someone that can get access to power. I think they were actually created, but it was so ancient that we nowadays we probably don't have the knowledge to do something like that, or only certain people probably do. But like I think they were created, giants, all of them. I think everything was created by something. And see, the thing is, this is 2025. Like, go back 2,000 years. You see what I'm saying? Go back 2,000 years. We don't know
But what if
what
back?
what was
What if
actually
back in 2,000 years, me and you were giants at
yeah. This world was probably
one point?
all type of stuff. But like even like
You
this picture
know?
right here, and this guy, his eyes is red. And that's why I just kept it up there for a little bit. I'm just like, this guy eyes is red right here. You feel me? And look at these, like we don't know who these guys is and like why all these guys' eyes are red. You see what I'm
No,
saying? Could
um,
be camera. It could be the
yeah, that's
camera.
what I'm thinking. I think it's camera. I'm not gonna just put it off on just that alone. You
But
understand me? Because again,
they had a secret.
yeah,
But they see the thing is this where they at. They at them. I'm gonna have to go back, man. I'm gonna have to just go back. Let me just go back. They all gathered here.
um,
All these elites is here at one place. And Chris
because I even
Tucker, I
took
don't know if he was.
pictures before my eyes was red like
Yeah, that's what I'm
that.
saying.
So, you know?
But same thing as you was taking a picture. These guys is meeting up.
Mhm.
These guys are actually here for something, and we already know by the pictures that they do be on some other man stuff. You feel me?
Yeah,
Um,
look how
there's
he
this nigga-
look how he looking. Is that Epstein?
yeah, that was Epstein just now.
Um,
That was Epstein, yeah, for sure. For sure, that was Epstein. And Chris, that's what I'm saying. Chris Tucker was there too, and this is like Chris Tucker, like how you don't understand, like how you don't know, like what was
him
going
no,
on. That's
him
what
no
kind of
eat.
still got me. It's just like Chris Tucker,
You,
like you was there, bro. You was
I
right
don't.
there.
It's called. I don't want to look like a bad guy because I already know how it look. I'm, He trying to save face, but he was there. He was there. He was Jamon, Jamon. He was there doing the Jamon. You know, Jamon. Yeah, him and Michael.
You know what else? You know what else he said too? Because he did
Mm,
come out and speak about it, right? He was like, he don't know what Epstein. He said he never been to the island. He said he was going to Africa. But see, the thing is, I remember when Chris Tucker said that he was going to Africa. You remember when he went to Africa the first time? So Epstein was your
yeah,
first time. That's who took you to Africa. It's crazy.
that's crazy. You know how that wild that sounds, especially you as a black man. You know how wild that sounds. So you digging a deeper hole. You might as well didn't say anything. He might as well should have never said anything because you know how wild that is. That's like me saying a white man helped me found God. Like, huh? Huh? You know how crazy that sounds? Epstein was your first time going to Africa. Mind you, by this time you met Epstein, if you did, like you say you didn't, but you know what I'm saying? By this time you meeting Epstein, you can take trips to Africa 10 times over. So that makes no sense. That makes no sense. You are already in rush hour. You already did Friday by this time. You've been. You already established as a comedian slash actor at this time. And you mean to tell me that your first time in Africa was with Epstein when you could take trips to Africa by yourself 10 times over? You serious? You know how wild that sounds? So you don't rest your case still there on fire. You're not putting no water on your case. Your case still there on fire. It's all right. It's all right. You have the money to go to Africa. You
Shout out to everybody.
oh man.
Shout out to everybody. Make sure you double tap that screen to hit the like button. So you see, I just showed the pictures with Chris Tucker. He was on the bus. He was on the plane. So this is why I ain't never seen Chris Tucker come out and like defend himself so quick though. I ain't gonna lie. Chris Tucker came out with he came out immediately, was like, yo, I ain't been to no island. I ain't been to no island. It's crazy. We do got the audio of Maxwell. She spoke about her time with Epstein. So we definitely gonna get into that, you know. We're definitely gonna get into that. But these are just all his photos, and this is data set number 3. It's 8 data sets that's like 8 hard drives basically. So this is the hard drive 3. We did data set 3, we did data set 7. I think we did I think I did I did 3 data. I think I did 3 of them so far. Some of them don't have no pictures. Some of them is actually like court documents, transcripts of the victims actually like speaking out, explaining what they was doing with Epstein. How did they get them? How did he approach them and stuff? And like it gets really deep crazy. Like the pictures ain't nothing. The transcripts, if you sit down and read the transcripts, is wild. It's wild. Like even when they first time and these girls, the ages were described 16, 17. And mind you,
And you could hear the innocence in their voice. And you could tell like the girls that he was getting, they're young, of course, obviously, but they're not very bright. It's not like these little girls is being fast and they looking for a sugar daddy. No. These little girls is fresh from high school, probably just graduated or
no,
just
hell no.
went.
Still in high school. Probably ran away from
Yeah,
home. He probably ran up on
better.
them and probably saw them and groomed them. All right, so let me just say this, right? This is a perfect example. You see Epstein, he ain't the only one. Because I'm just back to what Cuz said. Epstein's not the
Mm-hmm.
only one. You know, when I was in school, a lot of older dudes used to get girls from the school. A lot of them when we used to come out of school, it was
Yeah.
man 40 years old, 35 years old,
Speak
coming up
on it.
and picking up girls. You know, they used to buy them phones, make sure they have like the newest weave, shoes, money, and all of that. So Epstein is not the only one. I seen it like for myself. Older men used to come and pick up girls from school. They was a date, so the Epstein that man, he just had more money. These guys, they just be local. And the girls would come to school and talk about it. She'd be like, yeah, my man, yeah, he 35, 37. Mind
Yo,
you,
for
we
real.
like, mind you,
Yo.
we like 17. We like 16 years old. You talking about her man bought me a new like, and she's 16, 17 years old. The nigga be like 40, 45.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes is
50.
coming up and picking up girls from the school and doing the Epstein. And the thing is, they wasn't really grooming them. You know, the girls are smart. That's just how they move. The money driven. Some be smart with
Mm-hmm.
it, and you got some that just get groomed. So it's a it's basically like the thing is with the whole Epstein. Some of them was like with it. They probably didn't really know about like all the other stuff. But they said like, okay, if he giving out gifts, they probably expect him to be like, you know what, come like rub my back or something. You know, let's go. You know, they just taking the gift. So he's actually grooming them too, right? Because he got the luxury. He's taking them to trips. Like in the other data set, I was showing you all the photos of all the trips that
Mm-hmm.
they was going to France, from Russia, and y'all see some of them here.
Morocco.
Look how many thousands going. This is 500,000 of him just going different places. Just random. Look at this. Just
Bro, they
random.
was in Morocco
Like what?
chilling.
Like Russia, all type of
They,
places. They
they
with the
showed them the pictures of the clouds. They were so high up in the planes that they was taking pictures of the
look
clouds.
at this. They
Like
just walking. They just random places, bro. They just random places with random people, celebrities.
sweets.
And I don't know if Indigo's still in here, right? But look at this picture right here. Look at the top shelf. That's the moon, right? With a
Whoa.
dude. You see it, right? Remember the dude earlier in the picture? He had the
Yo.
moon. This
Yeah.
guy, hold on, let me see. No, it's not him. If I find it, you gonna see it. But yeah, dude had the moon on his necklace. You saw the moon right there on the thing. Like,
Whoa. Yeah.
like they
Yo.
outside hunting. They outside hunting. You know, trying to probably do things for this. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on in these Epstein's files, man. And like,
Hey.
this is why some of these people faces are redacted, because it was wild.
Uh-huh. They go to red shoes again. They go to red shoes again. You just passed it. They go to red shoes again. Mm-mm.
Yes, that was the mansion.
Mm-mm.
Wait, hold on, which mansion? The Florida mansion, or you talking about the island? Because the mansion was in Florida. I can show you the video of the mansion in Florida. I
He
can
was
get you the
wearing the red shoes. Yeah, I saw it. He was wearing the red shoes again when one of the photos you had passed, cuz he was wearing the red shoes again. Cause the last one looked like he was wearing the red high heels. Cause remember, they try to push a certain agenda too behind it, allegedly. Remember, yeah. He was but in one of the photos where you were showing, he was wearing the red shoes again. Yeah, before this one, it's in this file, but you went past it. Yeah, he was wearing the red shoes. Hmm. So it's two photos of people wearing red shoes, and the moon thing that we saw in the mansion. Mm-hmm. And which is crazy because you know what also subliminals they tell you, but we used to look past it cause a lot of the old time martial art movies had a lot of symbol in them too, was trying to tell us little stuff here and there too. One movie in particular, I forgot the name of it, but it had the fighter Dragon Lee. Big up Dragon Lee. It had Dragon
Yeah.
Lee in it and he you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause some of the kung fu movies, old time kung fu movie, like when he fighting the bad guy, he'll have the swastika in the background, like literally out of nowhere in the middle of the kung fu is a swastika in the background. And
So look,
a lot of these old time martial art movies told was telling us too. For instance, this one movie with Dragon Lee, he played as an undercover cop, right? But he entered this fraternity and they worship the moon. And they don't know he's an undercover cop. They sent him in there. You feel me? Interpol, I don't know if it was Interpol or sent him in there to see what was going on in the organization, right? He's one of the top notch agents. He already know martial arts. He know how to, you know what I'm saying, blend in and stuff, right? So I'm talking about Dragon Lee
yeah,
fresh to the T. Fresh to the T. He went up in there, fresh to the T. One of the trials, when he went in there, the guy was telling him the difference between moon worship. He was like, "This is moon worship," and telling him different things. And one of the trials, one of the trials, of course, because it's a fighting movie. He had to fight like a few men. He beat them up. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was like, hey, yo, it started talking about some ish cousin moon worship and this and that and they was also using the organization not just for worship but they were also a crime organ. They was in the underground. You know what I'm saying? They was doing it's organization, but they was also doing crime. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they sent him in there because you know what I'm saying.
no,
They sent him
so
in there to
so
yeah.
let me just let me so right now, right?
Hmm.
It's on the screen. This is the video of the Florida mansion because I see Indigo saying that's the mansion, right? And I think that is the
Yeah.
mansion. I did a video the other day on there, but I think I did it on my OBS. So I don't know if y'all got to saw the video when I was doing it on OBS, right? So I want to play this video real quick. I just want to show Indigo the what you call it. Hold on, I can mute it too. Wait, mute it. But this
Oh,
is
is
the
that
video.
audio?
Nah, this is the video.
Oh,
Oh no, this is video. Oh, no, no. Remember I said they recorded the whole house. The whole house was
yeah.
recorded.
Oh,
The whole
yes,
house.
yes. The
All right.
house
So
in
look.
Florida.
So look, guys. So listen to this. Hold on, guys. Listen to this. And the rent to Mexico. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Detective Gary, whereas complaint on oath in writing supported by affidavit of a credible witness or witnesses with Detective Joe Ricari, which is attached here to and made part of, has this day been.
So right here, that's the feds reading him the warrant, right? The search warrant. So I'm gonna show you some of the clips inside because he about to read this for like 5 minutes. Hold on. Yeah, he about to read this for a couple minutes. It's like a because he had to explain everything in the warrant because they went to go search the whole thing. And when you see the photos of the house, you be like, yeah, it's like a little creepy in here. I ain't gonna lie.
It looked clean and creepy. Clean and
He
creepy.
should have.
The two
He should have.
C's.
He should have. All right, so here we go. Remember that bite you saw in the other pictures and shit? In the other pictures?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. They ran down on that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gave him a warrant to search.
Mm-hmm. The black and white floors, the checker floors, that's also symbolism for what they worship, the black and white floors. Hmm.
So this is the mansion. This is the Florida mansion.
Indigo, the meaning behind the checkerboard floors.
So this is the kitchen. One of the many kitchens in there.
Mason. Yup, it is. It is a lot of them. You ever notice, cuz the checkered board floors, the
Hold
black
on.
and white checkered board floors? Duality. Yes. Yep. And I've read a little bit about duality too. They also follow it for Gemini. Hmm.
So this is Jeffrey Epstein house right here. He got a lot of photos. He had a lot of photos with Maxwell. This is the house right here. It's the mansion right here. And this the feds in here. They recording everything.
Clean, creepy house. Let's not forget creepy, but clean. Like, if as soon as you go in here, imagine you being one of the kids that he trying to lure or whatever. And as soon as you go in here, you can't tell me you don't feel some type of energy that you don't want to feel.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. This is what I want to ask you, Indigo. Let me. I just want to ask you, Indigo. Right? Where did Maxwell come from? Like, where did
That's
Maxwell
a
come
good
from?
question.
Because in the like, I felt like when I was looking into it, it seemed like he met her somewhere. They was boyfriend and girlfriend for a little bit or whatever, and then she went and got somebody else. But it just like she's look like she still stayed on to the shenanigans. So where did Maxwell come from? But I know in one of the transcripts they were trying to send her to to France, because that's where she from.
Damn. So she
Mm-hmm.
basically turned this nigga. So she basically, if she's the mastermind behind all of this, she basically turned the nigga into a weirdo. He wasn't a weirdo before, but she turned him into a weirdo, and he went along with it.
Who's Mossad?
Oh, what is Mossad? Her father worked for the Mossad. See now, see now. Okay, now it look like we getting into the real meat and potatoes of this. Hold
Oh,
on.
okay. I know what it is. All right. The Mossad is the Israelis' national intelligence agency. The Mossad responsible for intelligence gathering, covert op, and counter-terrorism. But also
Mm,
like a businessman, Mossad, a type of Jewish. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's something else. Her father is the IDF.
I heard of the IDF.
What does it stand for? Oh,
Well,
okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
I,
I know it's that. Okay, it's the Israeli Defense Forces. I heard of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but what that had to do with her coming into Epstein life, and
probably corruption.
that's what I'm saying. No one just
Probably
wakes up.
corruption.
Let me see something. Let
So
me see.
she's the real weird one. Yo, she probably was trafficking little
Allegedly,
girls before she met him.
allegedly,
Allegedly,
allegedly.
allegedly. Oh snap! Oh, oh snap! Oh, is the defense force? Yes. Mm. Mm. Oh snap! Oh, she got this man killed allegedly.
So, I don't really know,
Oh
like, I don't
snap!
really know who, like,
She got him
okay,
silenced.
hold on,
Oh,
right? So, his first conviction was 1981, right? So, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and see when did Maxwell meet Epstein, because if she was around when Epstein got his first, because remember I said a lot of the females were reporting him, right? But no one was they
mm-hmm.
wasn't believing it. So the thing is like, yo, when did Epstein and Maxwell meet? That's the question right there. When did Epstein and Maxwell? Her father is George Maxwell. You mean his father is George Maxwell? Oh no,
No,
her father.
her.
Her father.
No, her.
Oh, I mean, it's crazy because the
Mm,
crazy thing is
yeah,
he's well, let me see something.
and and Epstein was bisexual, by the way. She just proved it.
Can't say that
Epstein was
Maxwell, allegedly.
no,
Yeah,
allegedly.
so George
And
Maxwell. Okay, okay, okay. So I see where she going with it. I see where she going with it. Um, with the father, her. And the thing is like,
ah, so Epstein didn't really have any. Epstein didn't hold no weight to him until he met her. As far as finances go and riches go, then because he
yeah, he
ah,
was already he was already rich already. That's the thing. Like he was already rich.
he
Remember,
was he was rich, but he was a nobody. Like
No, he was
nobody
a
really knew.
he was a somebody. You gotta remember, he was already in the financial field. I told you his net worth. His net worth was in his investments. Dude was making nearly 500 million. That's what they calculated. He's already making 500 M's already. And the crazy thing is, okay, so they said timeline Maxwell and Epstein first met late 1980s or early 1990s.
Mm,
They
makes
said it
sense.
was possibly
Makes sense.
possibly introduced. They said that it was properly introduced, possibly introduced by her father. See what I'm saying? So the father probably introduced
Corruption.
them. So
The
yeah,
fraternity.
I
The
seen that Epstein.
fraternity.
I see
Yeah.
I seen Epstein.
This
Okay,
who financed him. It makes
okay.
sense. It makes sense. And all he doing is following the practices because cuz if you think about it, the fraternity also helps the sorority and the fraternity also helps put them in power for the future. It's all based on what you're willing to do for it. Pledges, different pledges. They have them doing different things for pledges and stuff like that to move up in the sorority or the fraternity. Yes, it's also like a mini society for future politicians and future this and future that. Yeah, yeah, cause they do yup, yup, yeah, cause for fraternity for yes, Indigo, big up yourself too. Big up
All right.
yourself
So
too, because
let me say this. All right. So I looked it up. So Epstein. They said Epstein was where he gained his wealth, financial
hmm
scheme. Remember I said that the other day on finance. He was doing scams, tax avoidance strategies, managing money for billionaires like Leslie Wexner and Leon Black.
hmm
Um, he was less traditional financial genius and more manipulator and a liar. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go into 'cause remember I said he was managing a lot of money. Remember I said the other day too. Also, remember I said he was
yeah, you
managing
could
people money. And you see,
grown
Indigo that
men
said that
hitting
he
other
was black.
grown men
Uh,
with paddles on their
Okay, so
behind.
all right,
Yeah.
hold on. So Lex Wexner, right, is the CEO of Victoria's Secret.
What?
Um,
Wait.
I'm gonna say it again, right? And let me just, all right, let me look at the other person too, because there was two guys. The, hold on, right?
Oh man.
The owner of Victoria's Secret, right? The CEO of Victoria's Secret is
hmm
Lex Wegner.
No.
Leon Black
hmm
is the chairman of the board of directors of Apollo Global Management.
Mm.
And he was also named, and his net worth is 14.4 billion. And let me say this, because Indigo saying that's those probably lovers. Let me say this. That's why some of the
Mm.
redacted files, and this is why we don't really know who them people are, because we're not really in tune with them. A lot of them people that was redacted in there could have been lovers. Now say
hmm
this. Lex Wexner financed him, right? Lex Wegner, let me see what was his net worth. Hold on, let's go back.
You touching on some stuff, cause you touching on some stuff, Indigo. Oh,
So Leslie
whoa.
Wexner, right? And he's still
hmm
alive. His net worth is 8.9 billion. Remember I said you gotta look at the their net worths to
Wickedness.
know. Now, let me say this also. He founded Bath and Body Works, the Wexner Foundation, and I heard of this too. The Limited Study Group, Bath and Body Works.
Which still sells.
Yeah, still sells. Victoria's Secret still sells. And the other guy, his name was let me see.
Cause I love to see women in Victoria's Secret, but this kind of messed it up for me now. Come
So let's
on.
so Leslie Wexner, right? So you said that it could have been, they could have been lovers. I'm gonna say allegedly. But
Oh,
remember I said this too the other day on the live that Jeffrey Epstein was managing a lot of people money. I said it. I said this the other day. I didn't even know the names yet. Um, he was his financial manager and business associate. But Google gonna say, "Oh, not his lover," right? They
yeah,
say that was his lover.
Google,
But
Google, you can't.
wasn't wasn't Lexer wasn't Leslie Wexner in the photos too? In these Epstein photos? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no, no, but you know what, cuz I
Now
know
is he
you're
the
asking this question.
no, he was. No, he was in there. He was in there. And that's the funny part that he was in there. That's the crazy part. He
Oh, there
was.
you go.
Like I was saying, a
He
lot of
he was
people.
blackmailing a lot of people's money. Yup. And this is what they like to do. The same thing with Diddy before Diddy. Yes, yes, blackmailing people's money. This is exactly one of the you know the power, the most powerful around the table. They fight against each other, right? To see who's the most powerful. You know that, right? Even in the sorority. You know that, right, cuz?
And and the thing is too, another photo, the photos that leaked with Jeffrey and Lex Wexner, there was somebody else in the photo, but that person is redacted.
We might never know who that is.
No, we could if they unredact. They might as well just unredact all the damn photos. Then they might as well just unredact
No,
everything and show
you know
everybody.
why they're not gonna do it? Cuz you want it would be
No, I already
justified
know. Well,
if they.
I already know
Yeah,
why they not, but they still can.
yeah,
But they gonna find like a loophole where, but I don't think they want to release the victims. You know, but probably like some of the people that
The-
was taking random pictures. But
yeah.
some of these people that was redacted, they might if they don't get unredacted, then they're gonna know that we know that it's the people that's really running it. That's why we can't see they don't want us to see their faces. But if Jeffrey Epstein was around these people back then, these men they probably went back into the shadows because now we don't see them anymore. We don't see them. Everything is controlled.
Mhm.
You can't do no
If-
more of these pictures. You can't do no more of these pictures no more. A lot of these parties now they're taking your phones now. You can't. You see how they doing a walkthrough and all them pictures of
Yeah,
Epstein and all these people. They don't do that no more. You realize that
they
everyone
switch it
gets
up.
their phone
Yes,
taken. Now.
yes. The secrecy must stay in secret.
A lot of phones,
The
a lot
secret.
of these parties,
Yeah.
a lot of these celebrities. You know what they do when you go to their house and say. That's why a lot of celebrities like, and that's when people come out and say like, "Yeah, I was in what's the name house? What's the name house? Oh yeah, no, I ain't get no photo. They took my phone at the door. Why is that?
Crazy,
They don't want to
crazy thing
associate
is,
because they be doing the same thing. And I got pictures.
hey,
And
cra-
I did the live the other day about and showed the damn pictures of the girls. They was redacted though, but
mm,
they ain't see their faces though. But them girls was little though.
oh my
They was little.
God, Jesus,
They were little.
sheesh,
Yep.
sheesh, yo, shit,
That's the crazy part. Like
it's disgusting, yo.
this
That
was man,
shit is, yo.
this what they do, man. This what they do, So
And you know what's so crazy too? Them take with them phone, but they got video of what they doing. Yo. Yo.
No, but that's
Hey,
the thing though.
hey,
That's the thing though.
they're gonna
They
check.
take no, they're gonna
They're
take
gonna check up more floors
hold on.
again.
They-
They-
Hold on. They gonna take their phone. Of course they're gonna want the recording for themselves. Remember, Epstein was having recordings of he had the recordings. The thing is with Epstein though, he just had everything in his house. He ain't never think they was gonna like, you know, look at
He
me
never
keys.
thought
Look
that
at
he
me
would.
keys again. Look at all the keys
Yo,
for the crib.
he did. See how he
So
just
the thing
freely
is,
got
like,
it
they didn't know.
open.
The thing is like, yo, they didn't. He didn't. He should have. He wanted to keep all them photos for himself, or they probably framed them. Whoever was probably taking them photos and they got them photos or whatever. It probably was a frame job from the beginning that they're gonna use it against him. But the thing is, if not, then he cooked himself with just keeping on them photos of his like, you know, his fun times and bad times. So that's the thing what cooked him, having all these damn photos, you know, on these hard drives. And they took a picture of the hard drives also.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
Not only did they take pictures of the hard drives, they took pictures of the hard drives, and they also know what's on them, what's on the hard drive. So he double quadruple cooked, because if he tried to say there's no evidence or this didn't happen, yeah, right. Nah, dude, we got pictures and we checked out the hard drive. Yeah. Yeah. You're like, yo, bro, you done. You know that, right? You know, say you're finished. Yeah, man, you're done. You cook. You cook like you cook like the
Mm-hmm.
the the chicken there on the pan grill there outside. The jerk chicken there when it well seasoned up and well cooked up, man, you cook. You can't say man. You can't say that wasn't you, because again, you love taking pictures. So you're in it unredacted. That you understand me? Yeah, yeah. You're done. You've
No,
been
they
done.
no. Hold on. The thing is, though, the thing is, they did release them. That's where I get all these pictures from. They are from the hard drives. It's 8 hard drives they got. It's data set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They just released number 8 today. They didn't have a number 8 because
Mm,
yesterday when I checked it yesterday, there was only 7. Because I was seeing if they were
I,
going to
you
release
know,
any more. They ended up updating the site today and put drive 8. All them pictures of them drives, you see these photos, that's where they come from. The drive that we just went through with the photos, that was drive 3. That had
mm,
574 photos in there. The live I did the other day, they was taking pictures of the CDs, like the actual CDs and everything. That was like another
yeah.
five. That was like another 500 files. So it's
Oh,
8 drives of about 500 to about 2,000 worth of files in each drive. So it's thousands of files of pictures, court documents, the victim statements, their, their little diary they was writing in, all of it. They have
mm-hmm.
everything, everything. Drives, they have photo, video, audio, everything. They have everything. Pictures of the house, picture of the mansion, picture of the island, picture of the wall, the artwork, the pictures of the he was taking pictures too. If you go back to the live the other day, there were actually pictures of the kids that was on the island. I played it. They had the
Yo,
pictures of the kids on the island having like the time of their life on the island playing, taking pictures. They was taking selfies and all type of stuff on there. So it's all on the drive. They got the drive, but the thing is,
mm-hmm.
their faces are redacted. The victims. That's the only thing. So we don't
Of
know who it
course.
is. It could be anybody. It could be people we see every day in the world. We don't even know they was on Epstein Island. We wouldn't know because a lot of their faces are redacted, especially the elites' faces are redacted.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But like, shout out to everybody,
Vamp,
man.
modern day vampires.
Shout out to everybody.
Modern day
Make
vampires.
sure you double tap that screen. Hit the to like the live. I'm gonna keep the live up. If not, grab my members only if you remember. Um, we gonna spin the block again. Yo, Epstein, I'm on. Yo, you about to roll? Yo, boy. Yeah, we
Yo,
playing all.
You got Epstein
You turn the grave.
doing backflips in his grave, bro, if it's possible, bro. I don't even think you could do backflips underneath the dirt, but you got the casket done tip over in the dirt already, done cracked, the earth done cracked. You know what I'm saying? The spirit trying to go back in the body can't. You done did all you, nigga, you.
So let me read this comment, right? So yeah, so let me read this
the
comment. The Obamas with
the
vacation,
Obamas would.
vacation. Hold on.
No, I'm not shocked. Let me stop acting like I'm shocked. I'm not shocked. She's right. She's right. She's right. Yeah. Yep.
That's a fact. Well, I'm gonna say allegedly, but
Ah,
I did see Obama in some photos too back then. Trump in them photos too. Trump being there too, man.
yeah.
All them boots, all them.
Yeah.
Chris
What?
Tucker wasn't there. Like, what Chris Tucker doing
But
there?
allegedly.
But I'm gonna still say allegedly though. You feel me? But Chris Tucker was in them files. Also, look what Chris Tucker doing there. Chris Tucker there, Trump there, Clinton there,
Every time somebody mentions something,
Leslie Wexner
every
there,
yes.
Leslie Wexner there. You got all these Mick Jagger guitarist there. What is he doing there? And the photos. Hold on, man. Y'all think I'm playing?
Allegedly. I'm not even gonna say allegedly because he him.
No,
I
it's in
don't
the
put nothing
photos.
past him
It's in the photos. Watch this.
because
Watch this.
he
I ain't even want to play these photos again. Look at this, man. Hold on, let me go back. Look at Mick Jagger. I'm gonna go back to the pictures with Mick Jagger. You know?
I got them moves like Jagger. I got them moves.
All right, so yo.
You hear me?
Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Let's go back to Mick Jagger. Before I even end it, let's go back to Mick Jagger real quick, right?
Oh, my
Hold
thumb.
on.
Oh, my finger.
Hold on. So this is Leslie Wexler right here, right? This is the photo, right? This one I just saw on Google. I don't know where they was. They was somewhere. I don't know where they was, but they was somewhere. You know, that's the old phone. That's the Samsung.
Yup. The Rolling Stones. Yes, he is. He is the lead singer for the Rolling Stones. Yep. I think not. If not, it's not a band. The magazine cover. They are the magazine cover of the Rolling Stones. Hold on. Is that a dude that was doing that?
It wasn't a girl.
Oh no, yo!
But hold on, let me just show the people the photos. Hold on.
Show the checkerboard floor.
Now, they had to redact it. When he turned around, they redacted it. But this is Jeffrey Epstein, right?
Oh.
All right, hold on.
He
But
was
see, this
a weirdo.
the whole thing. This the whole thing with like Mick Jagger. Here you go, right here. You know, who was that? You know, why they redacted her?
That's wild work. This
Like,
is
you know,
wild work. Yo. Bruh.
yeah.
A lot of these people is in a lot of them. Big names, investors, company owners. Yo. Some of them are the main wigs in the court system.
And
You never know.
your boy Chris Tucker too. Your boy Chris Tucker.
Yo, come on now. See, look at him. Come on now. Look at him. Come on now.
But yeah,
Smiling.
Road to a Mill Media, man. We gonna spin the block. I'm gonna spin the block tomorrow again. Like,
come on now.
So tomorrow I'm gonna play the audio. Tomorrow probably gonna get into the interviews or whatever, and it's like 7. I think it's like 7 parts of Maxwell, and she gonna break down. She gonna get into the whole how she met him. We gonna get into that tomorrow, because they might mess around and drop data set number 9 tomorrow. But tomorrow, definitely, I'm playing Maxwell's interview transcripts, all of them. They're like an hour long, so you know it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one for real. But Road to More Media, man. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button, share the video out. You know, we'll be back. Might have a blog dropping in early in the morning. I go check that out. We had Top in the building. Shout out to everybody that was in the comments that pulled up. We out.